Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to RobMotive. You know, recently I had an opportunity to drive the new Toyota Tundra beyond the first time that I drove one. So it's been a little while since I've had a full-size Tundra. A friend of mine got one, offered it to me for a video, so I sat in it, I drove it, I went all around it. Gotta say, I do miss not having a Toyota Tundra now and again. But no worries, I will always have a Toyota Tacoma. But I've got 5 reasons why I wouldn't buy a new Tundra. And you know, I was given an opportunity recently. My dealership called me. They probably were at the end of the month in a crunch to get sales. They had a Tundra TRD Pro on the lot for sale. I believe it was Solar Octane. I'm not sure what the color, I could be wrong. But anyway, they called me, said they'd make me a great deal on this new Tundra TRD Pro. I turned it down. I told them, you know, hey, I'm not a Tundra channel. I really don't need a Tundra. And here's 5 reasons why. Number 1, the Toyota Tundra is just way more truck than I need. The Toyota Tacoma is perfect for me. It's mid-size. It's got plenty of room inside, although I do like the cavernous interior of the Tundra, if I'm being honest, but really only for long trips and things like that. And I'm really not looking to take any more long distance driving trips in any vehicle. So that's not really even a consideration for me. It's not a need that I have. I don't have to haul tons of stuff in the back, so I don't need that bigger bed. The one that I drove recently actually was the long bed. And let me tell you, that is a big truck. I just don't need anything that big. It's way more than what I need. Reliability. You know, the 2022 is the first model year, in this case, the one I looked at the other day. We have the 2023s, the 24s are coming. Reliability is still out there, I guess, until we get maybe a few more miles, a few more people driving them, a few more years of them being into the market. We're not really going to know how that twin turbo V6 is going to last. Now, you might be thinking, well, gee, Rob, you don't keep the truck that long anyway, so what do you care how reliable it is? And that's a valid point, but I never want to get into any truck that I know up front is not going to be reliable. I think so far the Tundra has been fine. There have been those first model year glitches, a few things here and there that I've heard about, fitment things, some more serious things, but nothing that I guess would deter me if I was really in the market for a full-size truck, but just a little bit of a question there as to reliability. Nothing proven yet like we have with the Toyota Tacoma. Next up, it's more difficult to fit. I mean, if you look around my garage here, I have a 2-car garage. On this side, you can't fit anything more really than a mid-size or small car. This would fit the Honda Civic over there perfectly. But even the Toyota Tacoma does not fit in that space. Now, the new Tundra, it probably would fit in this area. I'm sure it would. But the problem is it would take up every bit of room I have in my garage. If I was to park it outside, I would have to deal with crowding and stuff outside. There are other people that park cars out here. So it's just way too much size, way too big to be able to fit for my needs. Parking lots, you know, pulling them in and out of parking spaces, the grocery store, Lowe's, the Walmarts, you have to be a little more cautious, at least I do, when I'm parking in those kind of areas. The Toyota Tacoma fits just fine, no issues getting in and out of parking places, making those turns around sharp corners, going through tight roads, just no issues with the Tacoma. It just more difficult to fit, in my opinion. Now, I do like the new Tundra, as I mentioned, and if I'm being honest, and I always try to be, I have had the urge lately. I've had the urge, I get it about every 6 months to a year, to go to a full-size truck, the Tundra. I would love to have it, I would like to have it, I should say, but I love the Toyota Tacoma. The best looking truck on the road, and even the new one that's coming out shortly. This will be my next truck down the road, probably when the hybrid is available, because I want the full Monty, if you will. I want the full capability of what Toyota is going to offer in the new Tacoma. But I love the Tacoma. I love the way it's set up. I love the way that it looks. I love all the stuff that you can do to it. Just all kinds of awesomeness about the Toyota Tacoma. Lastly, number 5, Modability. You know, I'm a modding channel primarily. I mean, I do talking videos like this too, right? I have plenty of opinions. But really, I love doing mods and things. It's my passion. Now, the Tundra has been out for a while and the market is starting to catch up, but I do believe you still can't do as much as what you can with at least the 3rd gen Tacoma. We're going to find out when I go to the 4th gen Tacoma, but there just aren't enough things out there for me to do with it. You know, I've had Tundras in the past and I've done some things to them. The other thing is the parts are more expensive. Obviously, the bigger the truck, the more mods are going to cost. And of course, that's a consideration for me. I don't want to spend a fortune doing things that I, maybe would like to do if I don't have to. And I don't have to with the Toyota Tacoma. The mods for this truck are so numerous and so varying in pricing. I mean, you can go from knockoff aftermarket stuff, you can go to OEM type stuff, or even the ones that are kind of questionable if you want to try them out. You know, I did a mod on the Gladiator out there, that front bumper, and I went with the knockoff version. It was a Chinese version. I went with it because it was about 1/3 the price. And I'm here to tell you, it is worth about 1/3 the price. Rusting, chipping paint, little smudges or imperfections in the finish, you really do get what you pay for. So sometimes stretching it and going for that cheaper option, it might cost you more in the end. I'll probably end up replacing that bumper with an OEM version or something else down the road just because I don't think it's going to hold up well. The other thing it's doing right now, the paint, the black is fading. It's graying, oxidizing, if you will. So I think I'm going to have a problem in not too long of a time for that vehicle. Anyway, I love the Toyota Tacoma. I like the Toyota Tundra. But the Toyota Tacoma is never going to go anywhere or be replaced by a Toyota Tundra. It is going to be replaced, but it's going to be replaced with another Tacoma, the 4th generation that's coming. Can't wait till that comes out. As I mentioned, it's going to be the hybrid version. I do want the full bang for what you can get. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me to get just a 4-cylinder turbo when I know there's a hybrid, more powerful version coming. Leave a comment, let me know. Have you gone from the Tacoma to the Tundra? Were you happy with your decision, or did you end up going back to the beloved Toyota Tacoma? I'd be curious to know. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and content out there. Bye.